Okay, I actually have a story to tell you guys, but for now, we're just going to bully small children online. Let's go. Wait, why was the two battle button so weird there? I don't know. So basically, you know how everyone gets summer homework, and they consist of like 50% actual useful work, and the other 50% is just arts and music that about 90% of the people that are taking school classes aren't going to use in the future. Well, in my case, it's slightly worse because you don't really get to choose any of the classes you take, so all the assignments that school assigns you is absolute garbage. Alright, 90% of the assignments you get aren't even aligned with your interests. It's terrible. Even the math homework is absolute garbage. So basically I just spent basically the entire summer break reviewing quadratics and trigonometry because quadratics and trigonometry is pretty important, like you're gonna need that knowledge like somewhere in the future. And like right about 2 weeks ago I just finished doing that and I was the happiest man on earth. Alright, I was like, yes, I can finally die happy now. I've accomplished all my life goals. And then school laughs in my face and goes, "Cat, here's 20 assignments that you'll never use in your life. Bye, nerd." And I'm like, no. So yeah, that's why I've been suffering for the last 2 weeks. I'm actually taking this game as an escape from reality, which might not be a really good idea because you can definitely argue that you suffer more in this game than if you do in real life. This game probably won't help any of the mental health problems that you have in real life. It probably just makes it worse by 1,000% or something, man. Oh, it's an American team. This is gonna be a slaughterhouse. It's gonna be so much fun. Unless someone has like above 2 brain cells and actually decides to not turn 5 my 0, which in that case I'll be completely dead, but hopefully that doesn't happen. American maids are the weirdest creatures I've ever seen so far because, okay, is this guy going for me or, do you even, okay, the KI-84 is going for him it seems, so, we're good. I mean, we're gonna die in a few minutes regardless, so it doesn't really matter if we help our teammate here. Because, getting back to topic, okay, so like, War Thunder teammates, like about 90% of the American mains you get on War Thunder is like tier 3 brain dead. There's like I haven't encountered any smart people that play as an American main in War Thunder. And then there's like this dude that shows up every 100 or 200 matches. That's like a Greek demigod at playing War Thunder. And I don't know, man. There's no in between. War Thunder players are extreme. Plane. Spitfire, P-51, great, we're all dead. Oh no. Oh, this is my worst fear as a War Thunder player. Being mixed into a group of not only American mains, but German mains as well. And then now I'm with people that'll turn fight zeros and energy fight American planes. No. Oh my god, this is the end. Our team is gonna lose. Bye. I'm gonna climb far, far above these fools. So long, idiots. So like I finished doing the math homework, but the thing that I had the most problems with, the thing that I was procrastinating the most, the thing I dreaded the most was the English homework. Alright, you might be like, oh well, English class is not that difficult, man. Like you get a few essays and they're kind of tedious, but you'll get through it. Aerospace, no, like that is different. Alright, because my school is like not a normal Japanese school. It's just filled with like English speaking people, and so they basically value English education a lot. And one of the things that they value is just group work and presentations, which I really wish I would have known going in, because those are the two things that I hate the most. Right behind XP50 players, like those people, I will hunt them down personally and leak their IP addresses on the internet. But like English class comes in a close second. Alright, that's how much I hate that class. And like there's 3 classes on English. Like there's skills, there's literature, And then there's culture, alright? No, like the culture teacher is pretty chill. Like he usually like doesn't really like nitpick students or like belittle us or anything. And like I mean the literature teacher is alright, but like his the class itself is not something I have a lot of interest in, so that may be why I hate that class. But the teacher for that class is pretty alright, but skills class, bro, because that's grammar's class. Nobody has fun in grammar class. Like, okay, like there might be people that say, well, it's good to know like basic grammar to a certain extent, right? Because you kind of gotta know some grammar to actually sound coherent when you're speaking English. And to that I say, well, like, do I not make sense when I'm speaking English? Because personally, I do feel like I kind of make sense. Like, I don't feel like I'm completely incoherent. For some reason, my skills teacher thinks that like we all suck at English, which is kind of understandable because none of us pay attention to her class, so we just end up getting atrocious grades on her test. And we even got an email saying that like about 80% of the students that took her class got like a below 10 out of 26 for the skills test because nobody was listening, which I think is hilarious. But like one of the homeworks that we got was a speech presentation, and like I had to finish it by August 31st, which was really bad news for me because all I did in the first term for the speech to prepare for it was basically to just like completely BS through it. Like I skipped through like half of the assignments that you need to complete in order to even make sense while performing the speech. So what I did was I basically just wrote like an extremely vague outline of what I was like kind of supposed to do, and then I just called it a day, and I spent like 2 months doing absolutely nothing about the speech. So summer break rolls around, I'm having a good time. As I was saying, I just finished math, and then like I look at Google Classroom, and then I realized that there was a homework about a speech that we had to do. Now like I picked a topic about ChatGPT and like how we can use it to advance education and everything. Which was like it was a pretty common topic and almost everyone did it because it seemed easy. But surprise, surprise, you actually have to put in some effort to get to do the assignment. Then like a week and a half on completing math, so I'm just like panicking in the corner. I'm like, oh god, what should I do? School actually wants me to try in one of their assignments. Oh no, I'm dead. Like I'm completely screwed. But then I remember my best friend, which is Googling. So basically, after a grueling 5-minute session of Googling, I found this like one website that seemed pretty legit. I didn't really care about legitimacy because all I wanted was like finish the assignment quickly. So I was like getting my hands on whatever I could, man, because I was really desperate. So about the English speech, I actually didn't like take any of it seriously, so I was in huge trouble. So I basically took, like my speech was supposed to have like 3 parts to it. Like the 3 main points and like 2 supporting evidences. No, not evidences, but like 2 things that support it. So I was like, okay, I checked one website and I took everything off of that website and I just put it into my own words and I put it in a Google Doc and I just recorded myself reading that out and then I just submitted that as my assignment. So I probably got like a good 20% on that assignment, which is 20% more than usual, so I take that as a dub. Who is that? Oh, I see fighters. I don't. Oh, it's a P-47 that's like 10 kilometers above me. I'm gonna leave him alone. He can just. Okay, at that altitude, he can probably just swoop down on the Spitfire and take both of them out. I'm not gonna help them though because. Well, what do you know? I just spent like the entire match talking to myself and complaining about school assignments, and yet for some reason I'm the last one alive.